Hey guys. Okay, this is concerning Crazy Christ updates or Crazy Guy. So, Crazy Guy, he decides to. He's always coming into my dreams. Now I got the hat, I got the armor stuff on, I got the armory pants on. He's not supposed to come in. He's not supposed to have the ability to come into my dreams, right? And screw with me. But he does. He has last week some point, and this is starting to piss me off, right? For a few days it was pretty good. I started living normal. I started picking up. He's going into my dreams. I didn't fight him or anything. The trial, I guess another trial came for his latest abuses on me, other people within my family group unit in St. Lucian. He was abusing them too. He was on trial for them too. But I'm not aware of this. I get told after. So, eventually, I wake up and he's moved to another jail or something. Far away. Christ tells me, that's it, no more. And he goes, but you gotta salute him, because we're at war with each other, me and this guy. And, like, literally, war. I would kill him dead if he did this shit in my life. If he raped me, like he raped me in my dreams, I would fucking kill you. Kill him. Anyway, that's where I'm at with this guy. Anyway, he's going off to jail, and I gotta salute him. Chris said, you gotta salute him. Now he's being taken out of the jail, paraded through all his victims and everything, and because I'm a Christ, quasi-Christ, and he is one, or was one, I gotta salute him. Don't ask me why. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This guy's like the scum of the fucking earth, and I gotta salute him. Whatever. Some kind of war thing. I'm not a war guy. I don't know. When it comes right down to it, I'll do it, right? I mean, I'll go to war. I'll do what I gotta do. So anyway, this guy, I'm standing there. Christ goes, he's coming out now. Everybody's screaming, yelling. My kids are there. My wife's, other people, other Christs. Everybody's screaming. His side's there. Our side's there. Everybody's fucking yelling at each other, screaming. He comes walking out with the police, and he's in handcuffs and bondage and gear and all this stuff. And he walks by and he says something to me, and they tell me don't say a goddamn thing. And I didn't. And then I saluted him. I don't know why I did that. And bye-bye. So a day goes by. Next day, all hell breaks loose. I don't know what the fuck. What's going on? This is where I get totally confused. I go to sleep, and I'm dreaming of girls, one girl half naked, flirting with me. And at that, I know it's him. Like, as soon as I wake up, I know it's him. I don't do nothing in the dreams. Because as for girls, it's not a real girl. It's him trying to get me linked back up. I'm totally de-linked from this guy. I'm totally in my own body, in my own soul. I'm not linked up with him. And I've been like that for about 2 weeks, and I love it. In this dream, I know it's him. I wake up from the dream, it's a girl hitting on me, and if I would have pursued it in the dream, I would have been linked back up to him. I know it, so I'm bitching at Christ. And I'm like, he's screwing with me. A day goes by or two. This happened yesterday, and there's a bigger meaning to it. A bigger meaning to it, and I still haven't figured it out yet. I go to sleep. I am in a room. There's a girl. No, sorry. I go to sleep. I'm in an apartment building. And I've been there before. and I'm looking for a girl. I'm looking for her. I don't even know her, but I know she lives here, and I'm looking for her, but I don't know why. Okay? And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, the door inside, I'm standing on a patio overlooking the city, and the door in the building slams, and someone's coming in. So I'm thinking it's her or someone else, or her boyfriend or something. I'm not related. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. So anyway, I go into the wall. I go into the wall. I don't know why I did that, but I can't. I went inside the wall and just sat there, in between the wall. And he was walking. The guy was walking around. I couldn't see him, but I could hear him walking by. And all of a sudden, I got pushed out of the wall, like squeezed out, like the energy in the wall squeezed me out. And this is in spirit, in the dream, but I'm doing this in my soul. And I came out of the wall. All of a sudden, this guy, he comes at me. He puts his hand on my chest and holds me down. And he goes, Richard. He goes, we gotta talk. You've been abusing me, and I'm fucking sick of it. And he's saying all this stuff, just like that. You're abusing me, and this and that and the other thing. And he goes, and I'm starting to wake up, and I'm looking at him, and he has short black hair. He's a little bit skin, like, his just skin's, he's not a white guy. His skin's a little bit darker. His shirt, he's got a plaid shirt on. It's red and white, and it's a plaid shirt. And it's a button-up, short sleeve button-up shirt, red and white. And he's angry. He's talking to me, but he's looking around when he's talking to me, like, "Is anybody coming? Is anybody coming?" Or not. I see that. My response is, "Well, he's got friends coming, or he's looking to see if my friends are coming." And I'm sitting there, and I ain't saying nothing to him. And he goes, "You embarrassed me for the last fucking time. You embarrassed me for the last time," Richard. Like this, and he's holding me down, and he's looking, and all of a sudden I see his shirt change to blue plaid and white, and his shirt just changed, whoosh, like that, and so he's got blue, and I couldn't figure that out. And I'll tell you later what that meant. And also he's holding me down, and just then I started waking up. I started waking up from the dream, and he's still holding me, and I'm waking up, and I'm starting to see Christ, but he's still holding me. So I'm here in the dream with this guy who's holding me down, the spirit who's holding me down. He was crazy guy. He's holding me down, and I can see St. Lucian coming, but I can't get there because he's holding me down. Just then, my dog comes running out of nowhere. Boom! Hits him like a bull. Just grabs his side, his meat on his right side, and just starts tearing into him. He lets go of me. I well up my shotgun. What I do is I just pull it from wherever it is. I just pull it. I think about it and I go whap, and it's in my hands. And I turn it towards him, and I don't want to shoot my dog, so I point it up here, and the dog's down here, and I pull the trigger, and nothing happens. It's empty. And, it's empty. So I throw it away, and I pull out my freeze gun. I got another gun that's on a hip, and I pull it out, and what it does is it shoots out an energy that freezes you. It's all Christ thing. Anyway, it freezes you, and I partially get him. Anyway, I started screaming for Christ, right? Help, 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 help! Jesus, Jesus Christ, help me, help me. He's not around. He's doing something somewhere. I don't know what he's doing. My wife hears it. The kids hear it. And as I'm yelling, I run over to the guy, and I grab his shirt, his red shirt. It turned back to red. And I grab it, and I ripped it off him. When I ripped it off him, I stuck my hand in his chest. Like underneath his rib cages or somewhere in there. I reached in, and it was like guts. Literally, it felt like guts. I reached into the guts, and it was all like guts, man. And as I was feeling around the soft tissues and the blood and the goo, and it felt like glue, like sticky glue. And I'm feeling around, and I felt something hard, and I grabbed it, and I fucking pulled it out. And I remember what I'm doing is that the girl up there, the priestess, she said reach in and grab that thing, and I did that twice, and I failed at it, but this time I got it. The dog was chewing him up. He was preoccupied with the dog. I reached into him and pulled this out. And I grabbed it and I threw it on my bed beside it. And it was covered in blood. Okay? So then Jesus comes down. I leave. My dog's there. And I'm calling my dog. Okay, come on. Jesus is coming to get the guy, to find out who he is. And the end of the story is, the thing I grabbed was the thing that keeps the body in a body form, the soul in a body form, supposedly. I don't even care at this point. I'm trying to figure out what my fucking shotgun and get my dog back before he kills my dog. And so I get back there. All hell breaks loose. I wake up. I get on with my day as best I can. And it was a guy. I go back to bed for the afternoons, for a snooze in the afternoon. And I'm in a dream where there's this girl. She's half naked, walking around, trying to get me going. But I stay my ground. I don't even emotionally respond to it, and nothing. And she's doing all this sexy stuff, stripping and everything. And there's another guy over there, and he's sitting there watching my responses, and he's just sitting there. The girl's a distraction, but he is something else. He was something else. I don't know if it was him or not at this point. I wake up and I tell Chris what happened in the dream, and he wrote it all down and took notes. I go to the bathroom. I'm totally exhausted. Whatever it is stealing my energy. This guy. The guy is still stealing my energy. I'm totally exhausted. I go back to bed, and next dream, I'm at my house, my old house, and my cousin Dan's there. And there's people in the backyard, and it's at night, and they're in the backyard, and they're talking. And they're talking about killing me. And Dan's like, well, fuck, let's go get him. And I'm like, okay. And so we go in the house. I'm in the house, and all of a sudden this white light, a bar of white light about this long, and it's surrounded. There's a bubble around it, a clear bubble, but I can sort of make out the bubble. It comes flying. It comes at me and it backs off. It comes back, and I remember this. I remember the bubble thing, but I don't know where from. Somewhere in the past dreams, and all of a sudden I'm standing there. And I don't know who I was with, and the bubble thing comes at me, and all I can see is out like a glistening outline of a bubble and a bar of white light. And so it comes right at me to attack. I feel like it's going to attack, and all of a sudden I just changed into something. I don't know. I wasn't afraid anymore. I'm like, whatever. What are you going to do, right? But when it was floating around me, I was fucking ice cold terrified. Like this thing was like ice cold terrified, and it was female, and it was yelling at me, and female, and it was yelling at me, and the bar of white light, and it came at me, and it felt like angry God. It felt like an angry God, if you gotta say that. And then it came at me, and I grabbed it like that, and it was pushing at me, and I'm just sitting there. I didn't even push. I just, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And it's pushing at me. I'm holding it. And I'm just sitting there neutral. Like, really neutral. Just holding it off. And my fear was gone. And then and all of a sudden I saw myself. I looked into my own inner light. Because this thing reminded me of my inner light. And this inner light reminded me of my inner light. And so I looked into my own inner light. And I said, what do I do now? Like, I asked my inner light. I go, what do I do now? And there was no response, and I didn't know, so I figured I'm going to try to figure it out for myself. So I took the bar, and it's yelling at me, and I took the bar, and it's coming at me and it's yelling in a female voice, and I took it and I bent it like that, and I went, and I went, it bends, okay. How do I cut it in half? Do I cut it in half? What do I do? What do I do? And I didn't know what to do. And it's yelling at me, and then all of a sudden it starts pulling away from me. And so I let it go as soon as it pulled away. And it took off, and it was bouncing all over the fucking place, yelling and screaming in a woman's voice. But all it was a bar of light in a bubble. Couldn't understand it. And so I woke up. Jesus was freaking out. My wife was freaking out. The kids were freaking out. That was the crazy guy who attacked me. And I go, he was a bar of light. And Christ is like, yeah, he was a bar of light and he was attacking you. And he goes, we're trying to catch him now. We can't catch him because he doesn't have a human form. And he goes, you remember what the priestess said to you to take that thing out? And when you grabbed it, you reached into him and you took it out? I go, yeah. And he goes, well, you pulled it out. He doesn't have a human form anymore. He's a fucking bubble. And I go, what was the bar of light? And he goes, his inner light. And I'm like, it's female. It was yelling at me in female. And he goes, semantics. It wants to kick your ass, but it can't because it's got no human form. And I go, so she was right? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, I was afraid, but all of a sudden I wasn't. And I bent the bar. And he goes, you bent it? And I go, I bent it. I had it. And I go, I wasn't afraid anymore. And I bent it down. And I was trying to figure out how to kill it. And he's like, Jesus Christ. He was freaking out. He goes, I ain't never fucking seen this in so long. We don't even know how to contain this thing. He goes, we don't even know how to catch this thing, contain it. And here you are, bending it. And I go, well, I don't fucking know, man. I'm just fucking doing what I'm doing. I get up, go piss. Still got no energy. I go back to bed. So I'm laying there. They're screaming about me bending the bar. And I go, I didn't fight it. I was trying to figure out how to kill it. Do I cut it in half? And I go, so I bent it. Maybe that would do something, right? And he couldn't believe it. He was freaking out. He was with like 20 other. Jesus Christ were there. The police were there, all trying to grab the guy because he escaped. He's not in jail anymore. He was in my dream. He's not supposed to come into my dreams, and he's not supposed to be in St. Lucia. He did both. They're trying to catch him because he violated the rules. He don't come to St. Lucia. The crazy guys threaten me. As soon as you go to the illusion, you're dead. I'm like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You fucking done everything you can to me. There's probably more. I wake up from that. I go back to bed. I got 2 bars in my back, one on my chest and one here. And they're pulling me. They're pulling me to him. So I take the 2 bars out and they're weaved with connections to him. And he's pulling the bars. He's pulling my soul to him. So I take out the bars and I let him go. And I go, look, I showed Jesus. I go, look at these 2 bars. He's pulling me. He's pulling me. Fucking go over there and kill him or something. Do some Jesus stuff on him. Get some. And he goes, you don't understand. I can't do nothing. It's not, until it's in the illusion, I can't, you can't. So I let the bars and I'm like, fuck, whatever. I go back to sleep. I'm at my home again. Me and Dan are there. And now we're in the backyard and there's people yelling and screaming in the backyard. This is all last night. This happened last night, these bunch of events in my dream. We're in the backyard and all of a sudden I could feel him coming. I could feel the crazy man coming, the bar of light. It was coming. And I grabbed a machine gun. I don't know what kind it was, a big fucking machine gun. Like I don't know. And I had clips. We put clips in. And so I just handed it to Dan, my cousin. He was there with me. And I handed it to Dan. Dan disappeared with it. And I gave him the information of watch my back. You get a shot at this fucking guy, watch my back. Take it if you get a shot. Or whatever this thing is. And then I just hand it to him and I send him a message. Not verbally, spiritually. He disappeared. Also my innocence, the new innocence in me, she said, he's keeping it quiet or something. All of a sudden I'm in my garage where I grew up. And my dog's in there. And I'm standing around with a couple people in my garage. Dan's there, my other cousins, my brothers or something. We're standing, we're like kids, standing in the garage. The dog goes behind some 2x4s and shit, pulls out this huge fucking snake. It's a coral snake, the color of a coral snake, but it's the size of an anaconda. It's a coral snake anaconda, but it's got venom fangs. And the dog is tearing into the snake right in front of us. The dog's fighting and ripping and fucking. The snake is fighting the dog. I wake up, the dog rips his fucking head off, but the anaconda bit my dog and started ripping it and tearing it, squeezing it and pulling it. I wake up and I'm trying to save the dog. I'm like, he killed the fucking anaconda. I'm like, come here, buddy, come here. And the dog won't come to me, It's staying away. I couldn't understand. I woke up. My wife is screaming at me, your dog. I'm in St. Lucia. The kids, and my wife is screaming at me, he's gonna die. I'm gonna go take it to the vet. Because I knew in my dream the dog got hurt. I woke up in St. Lucia. And here, in my bed, they wheeled me to the doctor who had the dog. He was a normal doctor. I was in Queen City, not St. Lucia. They took me to the doctor in Queen City. My dog was there. It died. It was totally torn up. Had its neck ripped out. The dog had its neck ripped out. I'm looking at my dog and there's like bones of a snake wrapped around it. Blood all over. Blood on the table, blood everywhere, guts and gore. Its throat was ripped out, its eye was hanging out, its innards were coming out. The snake fucked it up real bad, so my dog died. And it's like it's a dog, it's a big heavy dog, like a cop dog. It wasn't a German Shepherd dog, I don't know what it was. But anyway, my dog died, I'm crying, it's all sad, everybody's crying. I'm pissed off. And they said, well, don't worry, maybe he'll come back. And I go, what the hell do you mean? I go, how does a dog die in the spirit world? And he goes, you don't understand. Jesus is like, you don't understand. The dog will come back. If it comes to you, it's different. But the dog will come back here in a couple of days. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. And I'm like, what are you talking about? How can it come back? How can it die? Look what happened to me. I should be dead. If this happened to me in the physical, I'd be dead. So, Jesus, why don't you explain to me how a dog dies in St. Lucia, but it's going to be back here again tomorrow. Well, it's noon now, 10 o'clock. The dog died around 3. The kids are yelling, the dog's coming back, your dog's coming back. It's coming back. And I go, well, I hope it comes back as a fucking dire wolf. Take care of that fucking guy once for all. So, there you go. That was my last night and the last couple of days since Sunday. This is what's going on. This is the drama I'm in. Fucking endless, man. But the whole thing where I pulled that guy's stuff out of his guts, that little beacon, she said I had to smash it. I didn't smash it. I was more worried about my dog, so I just threw it away. Christ got it. My kids and wife got it. They gave it to Christ. Obviously, Christ didn't give it back to him because last night he came at me, that big giant sphere with a rod. He had a white rod inside him. And the white rod was screaming. But it didn't have a face. It was just a bar of light. And I grabbed the bar of light and I went, and I squeezed it. It was scary at first, But all of a sudden something came over me where I wasn't afraid anymore. And I just fucking took care of it. And I asked how to kill it, and he goes, well, you don't kill it. That's God stuff. And this thing was totally the opposite of me. Everything I am, you know, try to be Christ-like, whatever they're doing, I'm trying to be that good, moral, fucking balanced guy. But there's something going on. Christ told me, I'm teaching you, because I got really mad at him today. He goes, I'm teaching you. Christ is teaching you about violence. Christ is teaching you about violence and war. And he goes, it's different here than in your world. It's different here. The laws are different here than in your world when you're at war with someone. And then he goes, and that's what I'm teaching you. And I'm like, well, I fucking hate it. And he goes, the war is real. He goes, the war you're having is real. And I'm trying to teach you, so listen. And I'm trying, but I don't get it yet. And he goes, it all has to do with your mind. He goes, it has to do with your mind. He goes, focus on peace. And I go, how can I focus on peace when I have fucking dreams where I'm making out with a girl and then all of a sudden I got a fucking dick in my mouth? How the fuck am I supposed to be fucking right in the mind when that happens? When I get fucking raped in the goddamn dream by this fucking sick guy, how the fuck am I supposed to be normal in the head? And I go, keep him away from me. He goes, you keep him away from you. It's all about you and what you pursue. Where your thoughts go, you go. Now, fucking start fucking thinking for yourself. And I don't get it. I try. I know what it means, and I feel it, and I know it. But actually implementing it into my life, meditating, focusing on a good thing instead of violence with him. And I've done it. I've spent 2 weeks at peace with myself, him away from me, and it worked. But it always, I can't keep it up 24/7. Every fucking day, every month, for months and months and months. How long is this guy gonna hate me? What am I gonna do to make peace? There's no forgiveness for this fucking guy. None. Every chance he gets, he attacks me. Every fucking chance. I stand down. I don't fucking fight him. I don't pursue him. I don't fight him. I block him and push him away. But he comes to me in my fucking dreams, rapes me, and I have to. So I'm still fucking learning this. I wish I'd fucking learned it a little bit faster. I'm always playing catch up from events in my dreams and in the spirit world in St. Lucia. I'm always playing catch up to what fucking happened. Hopefully my dog comes back today. I got 50 seconds, so I gotta go. So I'm making more video, explaining more of this. But I got another one about violence I'm gonna make right now. It's very important. And it's spiritual, and it's good for you if you're pursuing Christ. So, just let you know. Later, guys.